What better way to start a review about the whole GameStop Wall Street bet saga than with some delicious chicken tendies? Hey everyone, it's David Stark from Watcher Pass, and I'm here to talk to you about Dumb Money, which is coming to theaters on September 15th, 2023. It is a dramatic telling of the whole GameStop, Wall Street bets, hedge fund saga that all played out a couple years ago. It was a fascinating story. Like when we were living it, it was an interesting documentary that came out a couple years ago, and now it is a dramatic movie. My hot take is I definitely think you should watch it. Look, I like the movie. That's it. No, it has a great cast. It does a really good job of kind of showcasing the two very different players in this whole GameStop stock battle. And it is funny, it is entertaining, and overall, it just has a really kind of good ebb and flow throughout. So I enjoyed living it when it was happening. I enjoyed the documentary about it, and now I'm enjoying the dramatic movie. So I'm going to tell you a little about the film, a few things I like, a few things I didn't like. I'm not going to do any spoilers because look, it's a real life story that happened a couple of years ago. We all kind of know how it played out, so no real point in the spoilers. But I will at least tell you the things I really loved about it. So, like I said, Dumb Money is about the kind of whole saga of GameStop stock and mainly about Keith Gill, the kind of like, I don't know, mastermind, just internet celebrity who bet on GameStop and got in kind of an entire Reddit subreddit to back his bet and kind of believe in him and believe in the kind of the overall vision. It wasn't just a stock. It was kind of a David versus Goliath story. And Keith Gill was the one leading the charge. He had plenty of people that followed him along the way, plenty of people that bought into that whole philosophy. And many of them made out really, really well. Like it was a very smart bet if you kind of were dumb enough to do it. So it is a crazy story, and this film follows just kind of like the rise, some of the crises that happened around the beginning of 2021, and some of the fallout from that whole ordeal. So, like I said, it was a fascinating thing to live. It was a fascinating thing to watch, and I just really enjoyed this film. So, things I liked about it: the first, look, it has a fantastic cast. I love this cast, and there was a ton of surprises that I wasn't really expecting. I love, Paul Dano as Keith Gill was fantastic. Shailene Woodley as his like amazingly supportive wife was really fun. I loved Seth Rogen as one of the hedge fund owners. Anthony Ramos as one of the investors was really fun as well. And Nick Offerman as the head of Citadel Capital was just fantastic. I really loved all of them. I also like some of the kind of random surprises. I mean, this had Dane DeHaan, who I just love Dane DeHaan. I like anything he's in, and he doesn't really get as much screen time anymore. So I really love seeing him. And it is just a great cast, top to bottom, and they all really kind of take on these characters and transform. I mean, Sebastian Stan as one of the owners of Robinhood he was almost unrecognizable. Like you could tell it was Sebastian Stan, but he just completely changed for this role. So it was fun to see them all, and it's fun to see them kind of take on these very interesting personalities that were part of this whole saga. The second thing I love the contrast. Like this is really a David versus Goliath story, and the film does a fantastic job of kind of showcasing that, of showing the two very different lifestyles of, kind of, I guess, the retail investors versus the hedge fund managers, the different ways that they were moving their money, the different kind of risks that they had, the kind of personal pain that some of them went through in order to go through this whole ordeal. And the film does a fantastic job of just showing that. It does it through both kind of the sets, it does it through some of the kind of situations, it does it through really smart camera angles to just show kind of like the differences in lifestyle of these two groups of people. And I loved it. It really kind of framed the issue from the start and really kind of let you dig in and get invested in some of these characters right at the beginning. The third thing I love the humor. It was a strange story. The whole Wall Street Bets subreddit has a unique form of humor. Some people might find it funny. You might find it funny. You might not find it funny, but it was fun to see that on the screen. And then also the film itself, it has a nice kind of light humor to break up some of the dramatic moments. There's a lot of drama. There is some kind of heartache that happens here, but to kind of balance out the drama, there are some very funny situations. Just some really kind of funny one-off jokes. Not a ton of like laugh out loud moments, but a light humor to kind of help tell the story and kind of help to emphasize the ridiculousness that this whole thing was. And the last thing I love, look, I love the climax. If you follow the story, if you followed the news, there was kind of an ebb and flow in this, but there was a big event that happened towards the end that this film does a fantastic job of highlighting. I really loved how it brought everything together. And it also kind of stayed true to the overall themes of the movie. Even as they were prepping for this big climactic moment, you could see some of the themes, some of the David versus Goliath themes, some of the like retail investors versus big, rich hedge fund themes that were going through this whole movie. And they kind of stayed true to that all the way to the end in this really kind of satisfying climactic moment. So all that being said, things I didn't love, I really like this movie. Look, I like the movie. That's it. That's all I got to say. So definitely check out Dumb Money. It comes to theaters on September 15th, 2023. And thanks so much for watching. If you like this review, please like and subscribe to this channel. It helps me out a lot. Make sure all my new content goes straight to you. Thank you.